Hey everybody, it's Anna Virgo, and of course I have a new video for you guys for Monday because it's a Miyazaki Monday. I know I said I was going to have one out for you guys last week on Monday, but due to some difficulties, I wasn't able to find time to actually watch a Miyazaki film, but this time I was, and I got a chance to watch From Up on Poppy Hill, which came out in 2011. And actually, the great thing is I didn't realize it is that I actually ended up watching it on the fifth anniversary because it came out July 16th, 2011, and I watched it July 16th, 2016. I just thought that was kind of interesting. I just saw the date. Anyway, um, I apologize if my eyes are red. It's due to me staying up late to watch this movie. And I have to say, I actually really did enjoy it. At first, I wasn't for sure what to make of this movie when I first started watching it. And then after it finished, I was just like, well, pretty much the main premise of the movie is about a group of kids who basically have a clubhouse, and due to the upcoming Olympics, the city wants to tear down this clubhouse. So basically, this students, um, group of students decide to band together and to try and help save this clubhouse so that's not torn down. But also underneath that plot is another plot which involves Umi, Matsuki, and Shun. I can't remember his last name. But the main male lead's name is Shun, and basically their kind of relationship and how they kind of get together. But then there's some things that happen which they're kind of like, we can't be together, and then they ultimately, how they're able to get together. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain without giving any spoilers away, and I don't want to spoil this movie for anybody who hasn't seen it. But it was weird because it's like two separate plot lines that are going on in between, and I feel like the second plot line with Shun and Umi kind of overshadowed the plot line of them trying to save the clubhouse just a little bit. This is just my opinion, that I felt like that was kind of overshadowed, which wasn't really a bad thing, to be completely honest, because that plot line was super duper interesting compared to the plot line of them saving the clubhouse. Like, it was important, and it was at times very interesting, but it wasn't as interesting as the plot with between the two main leads. The main reason why I say that is because I felt like with the clubhouse plotline, it wasn't like an arc where, there's a problem and then it gets to this climax and then it ends, and then, you have the slow descent into the happy ending or the not happy ending, depending on what kind of films you like to watch. And I felt like it just kind of stayed kind of flat. Like, you knew what was going to end up happening kind of towards the end. With the second plot line, it was like you didn't know where this was going to go, and at times you were like, is it gonna go this route? And if it goes this route, this is kind of weird. And if it doesn't, like, oh god, this is a sad, sad tale. So that's just for me. That's just how I felt, and that's why I like the second plot line more than the first one. And you guys are like, why are the two separate plot lines? I mean, there's two separate problems that are going on during the story, and I feel like the second problem with the main leads was a lot more interesting, a lot more important to me than it is for the first the first problem that's there. um as far as the art style is concerned, it is very much like a Miyazaki art style compared to like Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service, Princess Mononoke, um not Castle in the Sky, Howl's Moving Castle. Very, very similar as always. Fantastic art. I did watch it dubbed, and I actually did enjoy the dub. I didn't think the dub was bad. I've watched most of the Miyazaki's films dubbed, to be honest. When I started this entire Miyazaki Monday, I have not watched one subtitled just yet. Um, Also, what I think I have to say, what I also really, really, what I liked about the series, I guess, the main characters. Okay, so Umi, I really liked her. She was kind of like a realist, and for a minute, for a minute, at least for me, I thought she was just really, really like studious, like just really to the point, and like this is how it's gonna be, kind of just a little bit, and kind of a little bit very mature for her age. And then it wasn't until she kind of shed that layer and kind of expressed her feelings and how she felt that I got to see her as being a high school girl, because I thought she was more of an adult. Because with Umi's family is that her dad is not around. Her dad, it seems, you learn that her dad has passed and her mom is in America studying. And so she basically takes care of a lodge with her sister and her brother, along with a couple other people. And you learn that she does all these things, so she has a very good maturity about herself. And you see that she's a no nonsense kind of person. And then it isn't until she meets kind of Shun and starts to learn more about him. And with Shun, his whole thing is that he is an orphan. He's um, doesn't know who his real parents are, and he's kind of on this journey to try and figure out who he is, who his family is, and they're both very different. But it's really interesting to see Shun kind of, because Shun kind of comes off as being really, really playful, kind of a rebel. And then as you see him try to unravel his past and get to know Umi, it's like they kind of switch places a little bit. So like Shun starts to become more mature because he wants to find out, his history, and Umi becomes more playful because she starts to um, show off different parts of herself and how she's not just this, straight to the point person, that's just hardworking, that she has a point where she's just super duper just a kid, just like any other 17-year-old, which I was amazed at and I absolutely loved. So I definitely recommend Up on Poppy Hill. I will say at first when I first finished it, I was kind of like, that was kind of anticlimactic. Like, I don't know if I really enjoyed it. And it actually didn't take me, it actually didn't, actually didn't take me, actually took me finally reading the entire synopsis on another website where I found was like, I get it. Okay, this is why I like this. I'm going back to it now that I watched it, and I really understand now what this entire movie was really about and why it was made and why I liked it. Um, Last thing but not least is the music. Of course, music was amazing. There's a lot of, where the kids are singing and stuff like that. And the ending song is very pretty and cute. And like always, it's always good. All right, so that's my review for from Up on Poppy Hill. If you haven't seen this movie, definitely see it. It came out in 2011. Um, check it out. I watched it online. You can most likely probably buy it in the store or purchase it online, or even watch it online as well. But definitely check it out if you haven't already. I'm gonna probably do another Miyazaki movie for you guys, not next week, but the week after that. Yeah, so I have a couple other things coming up too. Be sure to check out my Twitter and all that for more information on all the other different projects um, I have coming up. All right, you guys. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you've seen From Up on Poppy Hill, comment down below and let me know what you thought of the movie. And I'll have a new discussion for you guys on Wednesday. Like I said before, feel free to, recommend me stuff to do discussions about, because I love doing these discussions. I think they're really cool. And I know a lot of you guys are probably wanting me to edit my videos a little bit more, but I'm comfortable just talking in front of the camera to you guys. I know a lot of times people may not find it very interesting, but I've learned that this what gravitates me a lot of times toward YouTubers, and I hope that you guys enjoy my videos as well. I'm trying to make them more entertaining, but I guess. But alright, you guys, check out all my other videos if you've been, so yeah, give it a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, check out my other videos if you haven't, or if you have, thanks, for checking them out. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to leave the links down below in the description box to my Instagram, my Twitter, and my anime blog as well. And I also just started a Snapchat, so also check out my Snapchat too, because I just made one for you guys. All right,